Hello for the first Sunday of Lent, using only the Gospel, Matthew 4, chapters 1 to 14. And it deals with Jesus in the desert. Well, yesterday morning I read in my little book here from Thomas Merton as far as a little one-page meditation on Christ. It says, Christ made the desert holy. Well, in today's Gospel reading, Jesus and Satan made the desert holy. And I say this for this reason. Satan is not always evil, 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 unholy, unholy, unholy. But in the book of Job, Satan certainly isn't holy. He's an adversary, or he's a tempter. And I'm just going to read you a few verses from the book of Job. Great story. Verses 6 to 12. 6 verses. One day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, "Whence do you come?" Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "From roaming the earth and patrolling it." And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you noticed my servant Job, and that there is no one on earth like him, blameless and upright, fearing God, avoiding evil?" But Satan answered the Lord and said, "Oh, it's not for nothing that Job is God-fearing. Have you not surrounded him with his family and all that he has with your protection? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his livestock are spread all over the land. But now put forth your hand and touch anything that he has, and surely he will blaspheme you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that Job has in your power. Now, only do not lay a hand upon his person." So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Well, Satan of the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis, was a servant of God. In a sense, he was an angel. And he patrolled the earth. And he went out and as an adversarial person, but he wasn't the devil the way we think of the devil or Beelzebul or Lucifer. He was Satan. He was part of the heavenly court. He was one of the sons of God, or probably, in a sense, an angel. And so what happens to Job and so forth, it happens to Jesus in the desert. And in fact, at the very end of today's reading, it says, "Get away, Satan." Then the devil left him. Okay. Well, here, Satan is not the evil, bad, but he's the adversary. Like an adversary that of the trial that's going on in our country, or like the adversary of Russia and Ukraine. And this is another story of Jesus in the desert. Well, I find it is very good because the adversarial part of it is Satan says to Jesus after 40 days and 40 nights being hungry in the desert, command that these stones become loaves of bread. Or he says, if you're the Son of God, throw yourself down off this mountain, the pinnacle of the temple. And third, Satan says, if you're the Son of God and so forth, I'll give you everything on the world under your power if you just kneel down or fall down and worship me. What an adversarial challenge or power. And that's, I would say, it's temptation, in the first sense, as far as this. Jesus, use your powers for yourself and make from these stones bread. And Jesus show your might and power. Do some magic for us. Get yourself known and welcomed. And the coup d'etat is at the end. Jesus, the devil, Satan, says, I'll give you everything. I'll work for you. I'll give you everything if you fall down and worship me. Boom! Jesus then says, get out of here, or get away, Satan. Well, Jesus spent those 40 days and 40 nights in the desert right after his baptism, that he knew he was in a mission, or he thought he had a mission, but he was so human, not just God, but so human, he goes out into the desert and fasts and prays and tries to figure out who he is, what he is to do, and what the Heavenly Father calls him to do. What a charge just to know what he was to do. 40 days and 40 nights. We say this because it's the first Sunday of Lent. We had a nice Ash Wednesday. Many people came to that new Mass that I had at Fox Christi. It was impressive. But as far as, it's not just sin, 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 but it is, who am I? Do I just want bread? Bread does not live, man does not live on bread alone, didn't Jesus say? Or I just want the power, success, notoriety, like the second temptation? Or do I worship creation or self instead of God? And it's not just sin. But who am I? What am I? Am I a child of God? Am I called to have a mission? Well, the answer is yes, 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 yes. But we don't do it all the time, do we? We're called to perfection, but we don't do it all the time, do we? Lent is a period of time, not just I'm sorry for my sin, which I think you are, or I think I am, but who am I and what am I doing in my life? And where is it not so good, or where is it pretty good? And am I thankful? Do I have a relationship with Jesus? And do I have a relationship with the people that I'm closest to or live with? And to do this once a year is really a good idea. It's a good idea if you just look at this humanly. It's better than New Year's Eve resolution. All these things we say we might begin to, and then we never do. But we're seriously called to take these days and do some serious praying, do some serious self-examination, and really thinking about our spiritual life, our human life, our life, and our life with God, and our life with Christ, and our life with other people, and our life beginning with myself. Took Jesus 40 days and 40 nights to get started. You started? You want to start? I think most everybody was. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at the number of people came to the noon mass. I would say it was 3 to 4 times more populated than a holy day of obligation. Think of that. You people are serious. I think I try to be serious. Where am I with God? Where am I with other people? Take advantage. There's a few days gone, but there's many days left. Have a good Lent.